Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So, as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Sophie. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Thou art ever welcome, Sophie, but I require no assistance. Pray, take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhaps thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor faded by the aeons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Thanks, dude. Be not offended, Sophie. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of Whence came that cry? The solar. 12 forfend the antecedent. Sophie, you must. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Lavalier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. In Asien? Here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already know. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You... What are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? Ah, I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you are ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she persevere not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing. The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? I take it there is no need to explain? Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldazian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Sophie. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray, attend me, Tataru. That didn't take long to find him, did it? I am told you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Oh, I will walk north your face. It didn't make any sense at all. I know, shut up, I don't care. You're gonna have to do a lot better than this if you're trying to kill me. Yeah, that were nothing, brother. What else you got in them fancy magics? Dude, I was beating up gargoyles when I was level 20. This ain't nothing. Oh, 2 gargoyles. Now I'm confused. Is that the best you got? You need to up your trap game. Here, frog. Trying to get you dumb frogs out of the way so I can fight whatever's in this circle over here. Ooh, some other Ascians. Now we're talking. Yeah. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Your teleportation magic didn't work so well because you were there and then you weren't there and then you were there again, and now you're not there. Thank the gods you've returned, Sophie. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again? Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus pretend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside the matter of the Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets, while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me throughout the years, though there is much within it I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Couldn't you deliver this yourself? What am I, the paper boy? I thought thee departed. What end dost thou linger? Mendilia made me deliver a book. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Sophie, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I went down the hall. You made me do it. You gave me the book and said go down the hall and give it to Urianger. You couldn't wait 3 minutes for me to walk down the hall, give him your book, and then walk back? You've got to be the most impatient, obnoxious quest giver. Come on. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the Seventh Heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Sophie, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stone is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is welcoming and comfortable home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Ah, that man? I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land, just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over, looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. So basically what that was this crystal tower at the end of the first patch gets added in, and it's the first... So Coils of Bahamut is like the first real raid, and then they had... I don't know what to call them, like secondary raids? Party Finder raids, I guess. Where they're like basically a little bit easier, and they help. Like, you would not want to take a Party Finder into Coils of Bahamut, but you can take Party Finder into the Crystal Tower, and then the ones that they add in the other expansions. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Sophie, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The Ascendant and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. But yeah, that was basically them saying like, hey, the new raid is available now. And that's how you get started, is you go talk to that guy over there. The Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. We were going to do it anyway, but you know, it is important. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. You gotta admit, that's kind of a cool touch, though, that they, like, basically pointed it out to you, like, hey, the new raid is right, it starts right here with this guy. New raid. While we are in between patches, why don't you talk to this guy? Because you're gonna want to do it anyway for story quest stuff, so get to it, dude. Get to it. Hop, hop, chop, chop. Alright, let's go see the Rising Stones. I just think it's a nice touch that they went to that extra little step of showing it off like that. Gonna run in here real quick so you can kind of see the place a little bit. Kind of a nice little place, right? Look, Clement's here. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent... I can talk. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! Hooray! Yay! I was once an Ascian. You weren't actually an Ascian. A moment of your time, Sophie. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? I don't know. Ochre, I think, is like brown. I don't know. But Puce. Wow, we're just like scraping the barrel of ugly colors. For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the Crystal of Darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Sophie. I discern them all around, and disturbance is too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray, return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? Kryl was the person she called way back when we first found out, when we were escaping with everybody on the airship and found out that Dankred was the Ascian. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor, and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see.